Alright boys, we really lucky. I mean, there's a big year for this footy club. We all get that 150th year, and to have some guests with us this morning who have been significant parts of Port Adelaide's past and probably not too distant past for us as AFL listed players. 4-time premiership player, 10-time premiership coach, 10. Inaugural Port Adelaide Football Club AFL coach in 97-98. An Australian Hall of Famer. Boys, welcome back, John Cahill. We all know the man in the middle. 4-time SANFL premiership player. AFL coach 99 to 2010. AFL premiership coach 2004. Port Adelaide Football Club Hall of Famer. Family Hall of Famer. Mark Choco Williams. And most of us in the room have had some time already with Matty last year up on camp, 2 years ago nearly now, up on camp. Matty was the Port Adelaide captain from 2001-2005. Was the captain of the footy club in 2004. It shouldn't undervalue the importance of Matthew Primus as a warrior, I reckon, and the way he played. He was one of them types of people that you wanted to follow, no one talking to the boys. You wanted to follow him. He then became the Port Adelaide coach in 2010-2012. Matty Primus back to the club. I'm going to ask you each a question. And I'm just going to ask you to tell the boys whatever it is you want to tell the boys, because they've got an opportunity to hear from absolute legends of our club. Jack, starting up Port Adelaide Football Club into the AFL, talk me through how that went.
Well, 1990, halfway through the season, I was really close to a lot of the board. On a Sunday, I had Bruce Webber and about 3 of the board come around. They said, Jack, we're going to apply for AFL. I didn't know, this was on a Sunday. That shows you how good the confidentiality of that board was. So that was on the Sunday. The Monday, we were in the AFL. The rest of the state hated us. You had no idea of the hate against Port Adelaide at that stage. We ended up winning that premiership that year, and it was really against difficult odds. But off the field, the board, they had vision. They could see people like you here being successful. That's what Port Adelaide wanted. They wanted to go in the AFL. They had the vision and they had the courage to do that. They could have lost their home in some of them, but that was the strength and what they thought of Port Adelaide. That's what you have to live up to. From then on, we just concentrated on football. That was our main goal. We just went out there, we trained with a purpose. We wanted to be successful, we were resilient, we won the 50-50 ball, we were tough, we tackled strong. We did all those things that Port Adelaide did years ago. If I had 3 pieces of advice, I would say love what you do. It reflects. You'll be very good at it. If you love what you do, you'll be good at it. It's just a proven fact. Don't underestimate how good you can be. A lot of people do. You don't know how good you can be until you challenge, so challenge yourself. And the last thing, what do I have? The last thing, and it was really important, attitude will set you apart from the rest. I don't care what ability you've got, you have to have ability. You wouldn't be here if you didn't have talent, so that's number 1. You got the talent, now challenge yourself mentally. And you don't know where you can finish, so don't underestimate how good you can be. Attitude will set you apart from the rest. That's the thing. It was attitude I wanted all the time. Give me a fighter, give me something that can compete. You got me for life. So anyway, we're on side with you. We believe in you, and that's the most important thing. Believe in yourself. Way you go. We've got both of these guys, 100% committed, courageous, did all the hard things. So you're surrounded with good people.
Thank you. Thank you. Great message, boys. Chuck?
Look, it's wonderful to be invited back here for a start. It's great to have these guys with me and to have Ken here as well, because in the scheme of things, we're the only coaches that's been here. And, we're showing it's 150 years and it's really important to all of us, and you're lucky to be part of this club. My dad come here a long time ago. I come down here as a little kid. Jack was my pin-up boy. He was a very stylish wingman, left footer, could do any skill that any of you guys could do. The skill looked good, but he played tough footy. And there was an attribute of Port Adelaide. It always has been. When I got to coach, it was terrific. Meeting Matty. Matty's the best leader that Port Adelaide's ever had. The passion, the relentlessness, the toughness. He partied as hard as any other person that's ever done this. And he trained harder than any other person the next day. He wouldn't put up. Get on the track, bang, train hard. We're here to, and I saw some nice words on the wall about every day getting better. That's it. There's no secrets to it. We knew of the past. And it wasn't easy because, my dad had won a lot of premierships as well. And you can imagine being the son of Boss Williams at Chip, there's a bit of pressure on. You've got pressure? Yeah, we've had pressure. We had pressure for years. We would look at all these bloody premierships all on the wall, one after the other, after the other, after the other, and go, wow. Does that mean we're lucky to be here because we've got a great chance of being part of a great club, or does it mean, gee, I'm not sure if we can do it? Well, we took up the challenge. I'm saying the challenge is there for you as well. There's an empty spot on the end of the wall, and that was the thing that always drove me. We need to get on that wall, didn't we? We need to get on that wall. And, I look at those names and I watch and I have a look and you might know some of the players and go, did he get the best players in the final? It's important to get the best players in the final. Actually play your best. You deliver your best stuff. And for no reason, in our back of our minds, it was always there, Port's here to win premierships. He said it already this year. Good on him, because that's where it is. He would never, ever, ever let us not think that we have the opportunity to win a premiership this year. And that's what we chased. Year after year after year, we chased it. And if we won one, we're going to win the next one. So each one of you understand it is there. It sits there and makes you a little bit jumpy, but it drives you. Use it, embrace it, look forward to it. There is no reason why you can't be the next people on that wall. Forget everything I've said except that. You want to get your head on that wall. After that, everything just falls into place. I wish you the best of luck. There's 5 or 4 of you, I think, that I drafted in this room. They know that I watch him every time you play. Trent Burgoyne now was a little kid this big. And now he's playing for it. You're kidding. Imagine how he feels. Listen to what he bloody says and do what he says, and everyone bring their best game to the table and deliver it. We wish you every success. Thank you.
Mark Williams. You got some work to do now, mate. You got some work to do.
Look, I had a passion for the club as a player and then as an assistant coach. I probably naively didn't do other things to try and further my coaching career. Just wanted to have the opportunity when, unfortunately, Choc had to move on, that the opportunity arose and I took it. And I probably wasn't ready for it, hindsight-wise, but the passion for the club that was instilled by Jack. I remember when we first came into the comp and we had, 5 or 6 Port players, probably Jack, and the rest was from all over Australia. And so he had to mould the group and get a bit of the DNA of the Magpies into us. But he was able to instill that ethos about what the club's about very early on, and then Choco took it to another level there. So I know it gets talked about cracking in, having a crack and being tough and effort and all that stuff. That's what this club's about. And other clubs don't have that. They have it and they miss it, and they have it and they miss it. But this club's always got that. And when I do watch this group here, even though you haven't had the ultimate success of what you want, you're always in games, you're always having a crack at games. And I reckon if you've got that as your base, you're going to be all right. And the talent, the game plan, all that stuff comes on top of it. And I reckon that's what this club's always had, regardless of where they finish on the ladder. They've always had a want to compete and all those sorts of things. And that's what these guys are driven, and that's what the people before these guys are driven. And that's what I'm really excited about with the group you've got here, mate. With the guys, some senior guys who've been around a while, and a lot of young talent coming through. You just keep instilling that, and the rest of it will take care of itself to a large extent.
We are all about finding a way to make you better. So believe it, we're here to help. Anytime anyone wants to help, You bring any of us up and we'll bloody help you out, I promise you.
Good work. Quickly, we move on. I should finish with, it says up there, we are Port Adelaide. And to finish on, I can only say you all are Port Adelaide, and we love having you back in the football club. And stay around, watch training. We're here tonight for a big event, but couldn't be more pleased to have the living legends of our footy club in front of the boys today. So thank the boys for their time.